Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. We have a new look, a new feel to Monday Night Raw, and the WWE Chairman, the Game Triple H, is here, and he's got a bunch of stuff with a lot of, I guess you could say, announcements of sorts with what's going on with Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, especially Monday Night Raw. But this man, the Game Triple H, was in action last night at Fastlane, going one-on-one with the Scottish Warrior, that being Drew McIntyre. Back and forth matchup until the Game Triple H would lay a pedigree on Drew McIntyre and would walk out victorious. But after the matchup, Drew McIntyre still wasn't happy about the outcome of that, would throw a steel chair at the face of the Game Triple H and would beat him down afterwards, and would go on to challenge Triple H and Shawn Michaels, the original founders of D-Generation X, to a match at King of the Ring, where it would be, if Triple H and Shawn Michaels were to accept it, it would be Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Drew McIntyre and a partner of his choosing in a steel cage matchup. If Drew McIntyre would win that matchup, then Triple H and Shawn Michaels could no longer create any version of D-Generation X in the future, and Triple H would have to focus on being a WWE COO, a WWE chairman, focus on running the company. But if McIntyre would lose, he would be out a certain amount of time in WWE. And the thing that Drew McIntyre failed to mention is Triple H would be able to determine how long he would be out of WWE. So we'll see what the game has to say here live tonight on Raw. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. We are just coming off one of the hottest premium live events in recent history, but this Monday Night Raw roster sets their eyes and focus now on the King and Queen of the Ring in just 4 weeks' time. We did have some matches last night that did affect the outcomes and the future and what matches we're going to be seeing live at King of the Ring, including Braun Breaker winning that triple threat matchup between all three former D-Generation X members. Braun Breaker is going to be taking on the new Undisputed Champion Sami Zayn. Congratulations, Sami. Hell of a match against Randy and Bobby last night. Also, a huge congratulations has to go out to the newest Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, going through two members of her own Damage Control group, or formerly known as Damage Control, now known as the Kabuki Warriors, as well as Raquel Rodriguez. Congratulations once again, Asuka. Cannot wait to see what your reign looks like here on Monday Night Raw. Plus, there was a couple of championships retained last night, including Ricochet and Braun Strowman retaining those Raw World Tag Team Championships. We saw Jey Uso yeet his way to retaining his European Championship, as well as Bronson Reed sending a message to Bronson Reed and the rest of the roster that no one should step up to him and his Intercontinental Championship. As well as we saw the introduction of not only a tag team, but one of the biggest names in Lucha Libre history, with the Motor City Machine Guns, who we'll see in action here very, very soon for the World Tag Team Championships. But also Penta has joined the Monday Night Raw roster, and it already seems like he has someone set on challenging him, and that is Andrade. Tonight here on Monday Night Raw, to kick us off here on Monday Night Raw, it will be Ricochet and Braun Strowman defending those World Tag Team Championships against the Motor City Machine Guns in their Raw debut, as well as in your main event, Penta Zero Miedo, no fear. He will be taking on Andrade later on tonight in your main event of the evening. Plus, also tonight begins the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments tonight. It's going to be awesome. Anything from Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane, Ilja Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dominik Mysterio, AJ Styles, Iyo Sky, and Shayna Bazeler, all kicking us off a part of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. And now, to get to the juicy stuff. Last night I defeated Drew McIntyre, everyone's fan favorite, in the middle of this ring with a pedigree, sending a message and hoping to be done with him. But he decided to disrespect me even more, hitting me with a steel chair and multiple claymores to send me a message. Well, that message was very clear, crystal clear, Drew. But the thing is, Drew, what else is there to prove? Shawn has beaten you in singles action years ago. I've beaten you in singles action last night. What is it going to accomplish for me and Shawn to beat you? Yeah, put you out for a very long time. Drew, I like you as a competitor, and losing you for a certain amount of time only hurts Monday Night Raw. So to answer your question, Drew, no, we are not going to be having that matchup. I've talked to William Regal. I've told him not to make that match official. We are not having a tag team match. There's nothing else for me or Shawn to prove to you. You just need to accept this loss and move on and find your way back in a championship picture or something. Drew McIntyre out of nowhere, coming through the side of the ring and attacking your chairman. He has still not forgotten what happened last night. These guys went to war, but ultimately the game Triple H is ultimately got the win, but McIntyre beat down Triple H. It seems like Drew is a little bit even more pissed off that Triple H didn't accept the challenge, and now he's gonna make the game pay for it right now. And I don't condone what we're seeing here from Drew McIntyre. And I'm not saying that Triple H doesn't deserve this, but there's got to be other ways of getting around right now. This is only going to help what Triple H is wanting and needing. You think beating him down is going to get what you want? And now, here comes the game. The game going to try and get himself, quote unquote, back, get some revenge here. And look at the game. Look at the game here. Big clothesline, turning him inside out. And now, I think Triple H is looking to send a message here. Uh-oh. This ain't gonna be good. No, McIntyre, big reversal clothesline. Clotheslining the cerebral assassin. And now Claymore kick again to the face of Triple H. And just like that, again. But now, wait, he's not done? What the hell's going on? It seems like Triple H should have just accepted this. This may have just pissed off Drew McIntyre more than it should have. Because right now, McIntyre has snapped, and now Triple H is busted wide open. You're chairman of the board. Oh my good grief. McIntyre is not playing around. He wants to put Degeneration X away for once and for all. And right now, he may very well be doing just that. He is taking it to the game Triple H here. It's, oh my goodness. This man, this warrior has absolutely snapped on our chairman. I'm not saying that Triple H doesn't deserve this, but wow. We are seeing a ass kicking of a lifetime right now for Triple H. And now, we've seen this before last night, and we're gonna see it again. Another damn Claymore from Drew McIntyre. And now, what is Drew? What is Drew trying to do now? And now down goes the game. And now it looks like Drew is requesting a microphone. What does Drew have to say to Triple H here? There's nothing else for you and Sean to prove, huh? That's laughable, Triple H. Whatever, so be it. If I have to continue to beat you down every single week, whether it's here on Raw, finding you backstage at SmackDown, even if you're visiting over there in NXT, I will beat you down every single day until you accept this challenge. So it might as well just accept the challenge, Triple H. We all know your in-ring career is going down the drain. There's not much left of you. You beat me fair and square last night, one-on-one. I'll give it to you. You certainly are a WWE legend and certainly one of the best to ever do it in the middle of the ring. But all I'm asking is one more match. You and Sean against me and a partner of my choosing. And you know what? You can take that stipulation off if I do lose the matchup that you get to pick the amount of time that I'm gone for. Whatever stipulation you want, add it to the matchup. I'm just ready to end this between us. I'm ready to end D-Generation X for good, Hunter. You want this match so damn bad, Drew? You got it. But don't come back to this WWE universe crying that you couldn't get the job done once again. So whoever it may be, by the end of the night, by the end of this show on Monday Night Raw, you are going to tell us who exactly your partner's going to be. The matchup is going to still be a steel cage match at the King of the Ring, but the stipulation will change. Drew, if you lose, you will no longer be affiliated to Monday Night Raw or even being able to go to SmackDown. You will have to go back to NXT. But if for some reason you were to defeat me and Shawn Michaels, our careers are officially done. No more coming back for singles or even tag team matches here in WWE, and we will just focus on building the future of WWE, not creating any more of D-Generation X. So like I said, Drew, give us who your partner is by the end of the night, and at King of the Ring, we are going to do what D-Generation X does best. That is walk out victorious. And only got 2 words for you, Drew. Suck it. While threatening me to make me go down to NXT, there's a bunch of talent down there, and I certainly would love to have that happen. But I don't plan on losing that steel cage between myself and my partner against you and Shawn Michaels. And why wait, Triple H, until the end of the night when I can just show you who it is right now? Drew McIntyre has officially left the ring, gone through the crowd. Triple H is in the ring now, wiping off the blood off of his forehead. And oh my God, that's Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock is here. He is making his Universe Mode debut. The most dangerous man on the planet. He is here. And I think Triple H has seen a ghost. He is certainly not expecting someone like Ken Shamrock, the man that is the master of the submission holds, part of the Attitude Era. Triple H and Ken Shamrock saw plenty of each other there in the Attitude Era. But it seems like, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Shamrock is joining Drew McIntyre, and that may have just added to the favor of Drew McIntyre winning live there at King of the Ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, certainly a lot to digest to kick us off here on Monday Night Raw. A new look to Monday Night Raw, and we will talk about that in just a moment. But we are seeing the Raw debut of the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley on your right, Chris Sabin on your left, known as one of the better tag teams in all of pro wrestling. They have been in this business for a very long time, including being multi-time tag team champions there in TNA Wrestling. And certainly tonight, they are obviously, you've got to be one of the better tag teams in the world today. If you're already getting a tag team title shot, William Regal is giving that to him. And it's an amazing opportunity, and we're seeing it live tonight as Ricochet and Braun Strowman will be defending those Raw World Tag Team Championships tonight. Last night they retained those championships in a hard-fought matchup against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And for most of these tag teams, they have never faced off with Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. But I think you still got to favor Ricochet and Braun Strowman because of Braun Strowman. No offense to Ricochet. Ricochet brings a lot to this matchup, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Ricochet is the one that picked up the win in the tag team matchup last night. And could this be the night where, again, Ricochet and Braun Strowman continue to show everybody that, you know, they're not your conventional tag team, but they continue to outsmart and outwit their opponents in the middle of this ring? Ricochet and Strowman seem like they are completely fired up. We will be addressing the whole new look and change to the Monday Night Raw venue here very soon once this matchup does get started.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 4.
And there are your challengers, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, pardon me. And those are your World Tag Team Champions, the Monster Among Monsters, Braun Strowman, and his partner, Ricochet. Did quite well last night. They did quite well against Pretty Deadly over a month ago. We'll see if their championship reign continues here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw. And it's also, you can tell with the sponsorships that we have here on the Ring of Monday Night Raw. Here in just a second, we'll announce it. It's officially, the bell has rung. But yes, there is a new look, big partnership with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw being sponsored by all sorts of different sponsorships, you know, all sorts from the video game known as Fortnite. You also got Cricket Wireless, as well as one of the major ones, Netflix. Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, a huge deal for Triple H and company. This is the very first Raw on Netflix. And you guys would have already seen the announcement for Monday Night Raw here for Universe Mode. Triple H was going to talk about it tonight from what I understand, but ultimately, obviously, him and Drew once again getting into it. As Ricochet bouncing off the ropes, a nice elbow strike right to the face, or I should say chest there, of the Motor City Machine Guns. As now here comes Alex Shelley from behind. And if you guys have never seen Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin go to work, you're going to see it here tonight. Very technically sound. As here we go, pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? No. Strong kick out there from Ricochet. Look at Shelley. He's all fired up, trying to get this crowd, this first ever crowd here on the Netflix era of Monday Night Raw, to obviously get behind them and really see what they're all about. As what knee strikes there from Ricochet. And oh, big hip up there. I thought it was going to be a reversal, but nice Hurricane Rana there, taking down the big man. And look at Alex Shelley going to work on Braun Strowman. And now looks like we are going to get a tag. Here comes Chris Sabin. There in TNA, he was a former TNA World Champion. Obviously, this is a whole different ball game coming here to WWE, but certainly Chris Sabin knows how to get it done against the best of the best. And obviously, that roster is a whole different roster here compared to WWE. Is now Strowman going to look to go to work here? Has him in the corner. Gonna go for a tag maybe? Nope. Strowman gonna go for a freight train, toss him in one corner, and yep, he's gonna pick him up again and down into the other corner. And if you're the Motor City Machine Guns and you want to become the tag team champions, you cannot allow Strowman to start running around like he just did, because just like that, it could be game, set, match over. And now here we go with a possible tag. Yes, getting tagged into the ring. Motor City Machine Guns. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. Head first right into the announce table. Hopefully that won't come back to haunt Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. As now Shelley going to watch his tag team partner get hit with a back suplex on the hardest part of the ring. And now Strowman with those big haymakers. And now going to look for a choke slam right there on the mat. I should say the padding there. Even so, that's gotta hurt. As now, down right into the barricade, and now a drop kick there from Shelley. As you can see, Sabin is down and out to our left here. Both these guys need to get back in the ring, though, to avoid a countout. Even if they were to win by countout, you don't win the tag team championships. So if Braun Strowman really wanted to, he could stay out there. But that is not the type of man that he is. Oh my goodness! What a DDT on the apron. The camera view may have not gotten all of it, but that's crazy. And now Strowman now with a back suplex. And now Shelley has to witness his partner get his butt kicked as he gets hit with a reverse choke slam outside here. This matchup is breaking down, and not for the better. This is getting very, very out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now look at Shelley kind of coming out of nowhere. Oh, vicious maneuver there. Dropping the face right on the knee. And I'm going to toss him back, or at least trying to toss him back in the ring. His tag team partner kind of got in the way. We are at a 5. Back inside the ring we go. Here we go with the hot tag. Here comes Ricochet. Both men trying to get their hands on each other, but a super kick there. Finally, and now gonna go after Strowman briefly, and he gets hit with a running knee. Now this is where Ricochet can become very dangerous here. Look at Ricochet. Oh, okay. I thought maybe for a minute he was gonna do some high flying stuff there. As Ricochet again could have gone for a springboard or something. I think he should have. I believe he had him right where he wanted him, but choosing not to could ultimately come back to bite him. As here comes Chris Sabin. And now, vicious suplex, dropping Ricochet on his head and neck. Pinfall, referee is right there, but a strong kick out there from Ricochet. And I'll look at Sabin. Oh my goodness! What a maneuver there. And that's what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. We've never seen Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, here in Universe mode. So this is a first time for everything. And we're seeing them pull out all sorts of maneuvers. That's Ricochet with a big super kick. And now Ricochet gonna let the big man put the finishing touches of this match away and try and retain that World Tag Team Championship. As Strowman now has him right where he wants him. Going to connect with some snake eyes. And oh my goodness, all that weight on the midsection, that is going to take all the breath away. And I don't know how Chris Sabin is on his feet at this very moment, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, look at this swinging neck breaker right there in the Fortnite ad right there. The Fortnite sponsorship here on Monday Night Raw. If you're just tuning in right now, you missed it. Obviously, Triple H didn't get to say it as a DDT right there as Braun Strowman is busted open. Are we going to see new tag team champions? No, we will not. But like I was trying to say, Triple H was supposed to announce it tonight that Raw is officially on Netflix here, and we have already saw that announcement earlier on, but Triple H was going to go more in depth on it, but we didn't hear it from Triple H, who is your WWE chairman, and he runs WWE, but obviously, as you already have heard from the announcement, Universe Mode is, oh my goodness, that Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, an exclusive deal for Monday Night Raw. Let's look at Strowman. See, thinking about maybe going for a pinfall here, dragging him away from the ropes. I would believe so, but not able to. Oh my goodness! A man to just take you down with a close-handed fist and hit you from over the top of the head. That is almost like decapitating your opponent, honestly. As now we're going to see a military press slam. Man, the Motor City Machine Guns are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as I say that, Alex Shelley is trying to get themselves back in this matchup, bouncing them off the ropes here, showing that agility here. This is Strowman going back and forth, drop kick connecting to Strowman. Didn't really face Strowman, just a little bit though. And now Strowman follow-away slam in the middle of the ring. Both men are down. Strowman getting up to his feet now, but this match has been very hard-hitting, back and forth. And right now, it feels like it's anyone's ball game. As now Strowman with that big power bomb, could that be enough to retain the championships? No. I honestly thought that was a 2 count, but referee John Cone has done this a lot longer than I have in the terms of refereeing, so obviously he's gonna be able to call the match a lot better than I can. But also later on tonight, in your main event, Penta makes his Raw debut against Andrade. Andrade with a heinous assault on Penta earlier, last night. And certainly you hate to see that even happened. Jealousy definitely brewing there, as Strowman with almost like a belly bump right there to Chris Sabin. And right now, you cannot allow what Strowman is doing to them to try and put them away. Clothesline to Strowman, could that change the trajectory of this matchup? Just a 1 count. The matchup will continue. Now, there you go. Take him down to the mat. Maybe work a submission or two. You just gotta try and figure out Braun Strowman. Definitely work on the legs, those big tree trunks. As now here comes Alex Shelley. Irish whipping him, taking him to the apron. As long as he's not in the ring, that's all that matters, I would suppose. And now, Strowman. Strowman, oh my goodness! Tossing him over the top rope, down here by our announce table. And just when you think nothing could get any worse in this matchup, for the Motor City Machine Guns just being tossed over the top rope like we just witnessed. And that certainly could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Strowman now, what is he thinking? Looking for maybe a Dominator of sorts, a different variation of a Dominator. Pinfall attempt, will this be enough? 2! No, and a strong kick out. And Strowman cannot believe it. He thought he had this match won. How much more can the Motor City Machine Guns take? And now Ricochet looking to put this match away. Oh, he missed that rebound elbow strike. And now Alex Shelley has him up. And Alex Shelley brings him down. What a neck breaker. Almost like white noise. Is this it? 2. No, Strowman breaks it up. Just in the nick of time. Just when you thought maybe we'd see a title change. If we do tonight, it will not be at this very moment. And now Chris Sabin gonna look to go to work here. Try to put Ricochet away. Another opportunity to put away Ricochet with this pinfall attempt, but only a 1 count. Oh goodness, what a knee strike. That busted. I believe that's the right eye socket from this angle anyway, ladies and gentlemen. That could be the knockout blow that the Motor City Machine Guns needed. As now Ricochet with a big reversal. Ricochet gonna take out Alex Shelley. Good idea. Try to make it a 1-on-2 situation here. Ricochet, look at that maneuver. Oh my goodness. The springboard DDT, but look how Chris Sabin rolls at least to the apron to momentarily change the momentum, at least so that they couldn't go for a pinfall right away. And now Sabin has to go to work, has to fix this matchup. He already has Ricochet bleeding like a stuffed pig as they exploder suplex into the corner. And now, looking to go for the pinfall attempt. Referee is right there. Is that enough? Yes, it is. New World Tag Team Champions, and they are known as the Motor City Machine Guns here on Monday Night Raw. They make their debut, and they are now on top of the Monday Night Raw Tag Team division. Congratulations. This has to be a complete shocker to the rest of the roster, pardon me, as Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin are the top of the mountain here in the Tag Team division. Well, certainly, ladies and gentlemen, the first Raw on Netflix has been what they would like to call, the young kids would like to call it, a banger. We saw Triple H come out here. Himself and Drew McIntyre went back and forth once again. We saw that match be announced. We saw the Universe Mode debut of Ken Shamrock. He's going to be the tag team partner of Drew McIntyre at the King of the Ring. And then, just now, we witnessed new Raw World Tag Team Champions in the Motor City Machine Guns. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting the first round of the King and Queens of the Ring tournament. And up next, right here, right now, it will be the ever crazy Ilja Dragunov taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And how convenient is for Shinsuke Nakamura? I mean, he calls himself the King of Strong Style. How would that be if he's able to actually get all the way to the King of the Ring, win the King of the Ring, and actually able to have the King of the Ring? How big would that be? And ladies and gentlemen, if you are relatively new to the series, this is what we have set up for you. The winners of the men and women's side of the King and Queens of the Ring tournaments, they get themselves a guaranteed championship match at SummerSlam. So let's say Ilja Dragunov wins and Sami Zayn retains over Braun Breaker at King of the Ring. Ilja Dragunov would have a guaranteed match live there at SummerSlam for the Undisputed Championship against Sami Zayn. But it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be for the faint of heart. Raw and SmackDown have talented men and women, and honestly, it is one of those ones this year. It's so hard to say who is going to be the winner. For the men's side of things, this will be the third ever King of the Ring. We had Drew McIntyre win the first ever one. Roman Reigns won last year's. And then this year, it's a whole different ball game. And neither Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns are in the King of the Ring tournament. So to basically say, we're going to have a new King of the Ring this year, either from Raw or SmackDown. For the women's side of things, we started the first ever Queen of the Ring, or the Queen's Crown, last year, and we saw Tegan Nox defeat Bayley to become the first ever Women's Queen's Crown winner. And she would go on to become the Women's Champion. So certainly, so far, every person that has won the King of the Ring or the Queen of the Ring have gone on to win the actual championship there at SummerSlam. 100%. 3 out of 3. 2 out of 2 for the men, 1 out of 1 for the women. So, so it's almost a guaranteed lock, ladies and gentlemen, that the winner of the tournaments will go on to become champion at SummerSlam. But here we go. Ilja Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, all sorts of a dream match coming your way. The referee has rung the bell. Let's see how Nakamura comes out here tonight after losing that triple threat matchup last night. Nakamura very well could have won last night. It was just a hell of a matchup between Big E, Braun Breaker, and Nakamura. We saw Breaker spear the crap out of Big E, turning him inside out, and he would walk out victorious. But we'll focus back on this in-ring action, as later on tonight it will be Dominik Mysterio and AJ Styles a part of this King of the Ring tournament. Honestly, I don't know if there's a particular person I would say that honestly has the upper, momentum, the edge, and the matchup, I would say, because certainly maybe there might be more than certain superstars, I would say. Maybe in this matchup you would probably say Nakamura would have more of the advantage, because Nakamura has done a lot more so far here on Monday Night Raw and just in general in his WWE career compared to Ilja Dragunov. But Dragunov, this man has so much potential and certainly can be a top guy here in WWE. There's Nakamura, he's dominating Ilja Dragunov right now. He has all the momentum in the world at this particular spot in this matchup. Look at Nakamura taking him down, making it look so easy. And again, going for the knee strike. Dragunov finally able to counter. Can he capitalize here? As Dragunov with a big knee strike right into the ribs. And usually there's not a superstar, I would say, that can go toe-to-toe in a striking battle with a man like Nakamura, but I think he could possibly meet his match tonight in Dragunov. Now into the corner, possibly, yes. Bounces him right off that Tom turnbuckle, but now Ilja Dragunov with his own haymaker. So, oh no, twisting that left knee, and now he's looking to go to work. Maybe a possible submission hold here. Look at them, just twisting that knee. And this could be a key point in the matchup, ladies and gentlemen, for Ilja Dragunov to work on that leg and possibly snap it of sorts. That's flying headbutt. Ilja Dragunov has won some matches with that headbutt. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Out of nowhere, Ilja Dragunov has knocked off Shinsuke Nakamura, and people might consider that an upset. Ilja Dragunov was getting taken to early on in the matchup, but Ilja Dragunov able to fight from behind and walk out victorious. And now we'll be starting the first round of the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. We just witnessed a quote-unquote, I would say, an upset victory with Ilja Dragunov picking up a big win out of nowhere. That flying headbutt out of nowhere. He has won matches here in Universe Mode before with that, but how the matchup was going, it seemed like he was going towards Nakamura, but Ilja Dragunov picking up the first win in the King of the Ring tournament. And hey, the same thing could happen in this matchup. Kairi Sane is taking on Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has accomplished a lot more compared to Kairi Sane, but Kairi Sane has to, come out here and go to battle with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is not going to make it easy. Obviously, Kairi Sane's not going to make it easy for Becky Lynch. And in that previous matchup, I'm not saying Nakamura made it easier for Ilja or Ilja made it easier for, obviously, his opponent, but there's certain times in a matchup you may be thinking, oh, hey, I've accomplished a lot more than this man or this woman, and, it's going to be a little bit easier. No, they're going to scratch and claw. These superstars that have not been getting chances, they are going to say, hey, why not me? I can do that. I'm just as good, if not better. So-and-so has gotten more opportunities than me. If you give me that opportunity, I very well could do that as well. As now, here comes the man, Becky Lynch. She is a multi-time champion here in this series. And what would it do for Becky Lynch to be the second ever Queen's Crown / Queen of the Ring winner here in Universe Mode history? Nobody was expecting Tegan Nox to win, especially when it's Tegan Nox against Bayley. A lot of people had Bayley winning that, but Tegan Nox was able to escape with a victory. So it doesn't always have to have the biggest of names in a matchup. Those names that are starting to try to make a name for themselves, they can surprise you at times. And we'll see how Becky Lynch fares tonight against Kairi Sane. And this is a matchup I would say a lot of people would like to see. It's a lot of I don't know, you could say big names in this tournament. And certainly a match like this, there is certainly a woman that's established like Becky Lynch, and then Kairi Sane, she's a part of the Kabuki Warriors, but she's not as accomplished as obviously Becky Lynch. I know I may be repeating that over and over again, but you just really got to stress that point there. As John Cone finally starting up this matchup, and here we go. And Kairi Sane coming right out of the gate, striking, coming right out, and just doing what she's good at with those strikes. It's Kairi Sane with a nice moonsault from the bottom rope there. Surprised she was able to even get up with how low that was. As Kairi Sane just getting a 1 count there. And this is what Kairi needs to do. Come out of the gate fighting right against Becky Lynch. Some big reversal from Kairi Sane early on here. Sane from behind. Gonna look for a back suplex. Oh, right there, right in the middle of the ring. Kairi Sane looking pretty good here early. Let's see if she can keep this up against the man. The man's been having to deal with Asuka as of late. Hasn't been too happy with how Asuka's been, treating her in the terms of obviously missing her in that triple threat match last month, and obviously leading up to a one-on-one contest where Asuka would defeat Becky Lynch one-on-one. And obviously Becky Lynch and Asuka were a part of the triple threat matches to qualify for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And we all know Asuka walked out with the Women's Intercontinental Championship last night at Fastlane. We'll have to wait and see what Asuka's next defense will be. Hopefully it will be at the King of the Ring / Queen of the Ring premium live event. We'll see how that fares. As a pinfall here with the hook with the leg. We'll see if this is enough. No, strong kick out. And Kairi Sane cannot believe it. She was hoping at least to get a 2. Obviously she wants a 3, but at least if she can get a 2 count, she knows that she's almost there as the electric chair takes down Kairi Sane. And Becky Lynch, almost like a figure 4 leg lock of sorts. She's learned that from one of her friends, a woman that she knows very, very well, that being Charlotte Flair. So, I guess you guys can't be too surprised if Becky Lynch is pulling out some maneuvers that she's learned and felt in particular. Is now Kairi Sane springboard. Uh-oh, here we go. Nice DDT / bulldog from Kairi Sane. Can Kairi Sane capitalize here? Big moment for Kairi Sane, as now she's looking for an Alabama slam. Down goes the man. And now Kairi Sane, she's looking to go high risk. I think she was expecting Lynch to stay down a little bit longer. And now Kairi Sane, big time forearm strike there to Becky Lynch. And now Kairi Sane just kind of choking out Becky Lynch a little bit there. Bet Becky won't be appreciating that at all. And I don't know what Kairi Sane now was trying to really do, trying to sneak up behind her as she connects with an STO to Becky Lynch. And coming up next is the other first round matchup in the women's division, as Kairi Sane setting up for a missile drop kick right into the corner. But coming up is the other women's matchup, as a strong kick out from Lynch at 1. It will be Iyo Sky, one of the members of the Kabuki Warriors, will be taking on Shayna Bazeler, one half of the women's tag team champions. And the reason why Ronda Rousey and Shayna Bazeler have not defended their championships, at least last night at Fastlane, as there's no one really else at the moment stepping up to the women's tag team champions. So now they will be a part, ladies and gentlemen, of the prospective king, or I should say the queen of the ring tournaments on both Raw and SmackDown, as they both have earned it. Shayna Bazeler will be a part of the Monday Night Raw Queen of the Ring. Ronda Rousey will be a part of the SmackDown Queen of the Ring. Can you imagine if it comes down to Shayna Bazeler and Ronda Rousey, how awkward that would be, just in terms of them being tag team partners and doing that? As look at Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch going to turn it into a disarmer here. But I believe referees are calling a rope break, I believe, of sorts. Becky Lynch going to look to capitalize, though, right away here, right in the center of the ring, and at Beck's bottom there. Will that be enough for Becky Lynch to win? 3. Becky Lynch walks out victorious, and now that certainly is a big win Becky Lynch needed, ladies and gentlemen. She's advancing from the first round of it. She will make it to the next round, and we'll see if she can make it all the way to the very end and get herself a guaranteed championship matchup at SummerSlam. I wanted to come on here and let you guys know how much I appreciate every single one of you guys, from everyone here at the Monday Night Raw arena currently live in attendance, or to everyone that is watching this at home. This championship means more than anything to me right now. I won this Undisputed Championship at the Elimination Chamber last year, survived it, went through WrestleMania, main evented WrestleMania, went through the likes of AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley, would get cashed in recently by Randy Orton, but I kept my head down, kept on scratching and clawing myself way to the top, and I am now once again your undisputed champion. And now I have my sights on Braun Breaker, who won that triple threat matchup last night at Fastlane. Braun, he's the future of this business. There's no lie in that. But I don't think it's Braun Breaker's moment just yet. He's still got a lot to learn in this business. And I'm going to plan on teaching him a couple tricks or two there live at King of the Ring. And I plan on walking out still your undisputed champion. Also, I'll be keeping my eyes out on that King of the Ring tournament. Ilja Dragunov picked up a big win earlier on tonight. He may very well could be the whole surprise of that tournament. We'll have to wait and see. But also, moving on from that King of the Ring tournament, there's one thing I do have to say about what Bronson Reed did to my best friend last night, Kevin Owens. Bronson, you feel like a badass what you just did to Kevin Owens last night? So be it. And I'm sorry that I was getting ready for my matchup last night to be able to try and help out my best friend Kevin Owens from that vicious beating you gave him after you beat him fair and square in the middle of that ring. So how about this? A matchup we were supposed to have a couple weeks ago. How about we have it next week? Champion versus champion. Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, next week here on Raw. William Regal, if you're back here somewhere, make this matchup official. It is time to put this bully down once and for all. I'm not just going to stand back here and take it. Kevin, I'm sorry I couldn't help you last night, but I'm going to get some revenge for you next week here, live on Raw. I like the sound of that. A champion versus champion matchup. Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. And like what Sami Zayn said, we were supposed to have that a couple weeks ago. Randy would cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Sami Zayn. And Randy was nice enough to take over Sami Zayn in that spot, and ultimately giving Kevin Owens that matchup when Randy Orton defeated Bronson Reed. A potential matchup to be added to Monday Night Raw next week. We'll see if Regal will add that big money matchup for next week. But now, a big money matchup here live on Monday Night Raw as again we continue the Queen of the Ring tournament. We just witnessed Becky Lynch defeat Kairi Sane, and now the genius of the sky, Iyo Sky, is in action against Shayna Bazeler, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. Could be a breakout time for Shayna Bazeler. Send a message to everyone that, hey, we're dominating the tag team division at this moment. Nobody can touch us at this moment. And how would that be if she's able to make it all the way a part of this Queen of the Ring tournament? Imagine, like I mentioned earlier on tonight, imagine if Shayna and Ronda make it to the finals. Like we mentioned, Shayna is a part of the Monday Night Raw side of things, and Ronda is a part of the SmackDown side of things. And for Shayna and Ronda, when you're the tag team champions, that is both on Raw and SmackDown, you kind of get the leeway of being on both brands, and the GMs thought this was perfectly fine, adding a welcomed addition to both sides, and gave them an opportunity to kind of quote-unquote split up, but get themselves an opportunity. So we'll see how that fares for both women in this tournament. Both women are hella talented, and especially in this matchup we're about to see, you're going to see a little bit of everything, from submissions to all sorts of flying around moonsaults and everything. So here we go. Two different styles come to a head. Iyo Sky and one half of the women's tag team champions, Shayna Bazeler. Match is officially started. Here we go. And starting us off with a DDT already. Iyo Sky coming out here to send a message here. And certainly Iyo Sky a little disappointed that she didn't walk out with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She's very happy that Asuka walked out with it. Obviously they are part of the Kabuki Warriors, but obviously Iyo Sky wanted to win that championship. A lot of pressure in becoming the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. Asuka is going to have a lot to bring to that championship, but I can't wait to see how that's going to go for Asuka. I mean, she's very talented. She's accomplished a lot here in Universe mode, and I can only believe it's going to go up from here. As now, Iyo Sky up top here. High risk. Big frog splash right there. Shayna Bazeler could be down and out. 2. Oh, big strong kick out from Shayna. 2.5. And for Shayna right now, you got to figure out something quickly. Iyo Sky's fired up. She could possibly be just moments away from picking up a big win and advancing. As a big knee strike takes down Iyo Sky. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? If it's going to be enough, she's going to have to do a lot more. As here we go, Irish whip off the ropes. Here comes Shayna Bazeler. Showing, oh goodness, there you go. Drop kick right there to the left knee. We could see a submission hold here later on tonight if she continues to focus on that left leg. But now it's that ground and pound of Shayna Bazeler. She's a former NXT Women's Champion, former and current Women's Tag Team Champion. As oh no, stomping on the elbow, but Iyo Sky was able to kind of hit a kip up of sorts, and look at Shayna and Iyo Sky striking each other, and ultimately Bazeler with an MMA background able to take it to Iyo Sky. That clothesline was brutal. That very well could be it. Is Shayna going to go for the pinfall? No, she's not. It looks like she's going to go for, I thought maybe a submission of sorts, but Shayna Bazeler, oh my goodness, little shades of Ronda Rousey right there. Will this be enough? 2! Oh, Iyo Sky kicks out, and Shayna Bazeler cannot believe it. But now Shayna's going to look to put this matchup away fair and square. Here we go. Is she thinking to turn it into a Coquina clutch? Yes, she does. Bazeler looking to make Iyo Sky tap out, middle of the ring, but she lets go of it. Iyo Sky must have been slipping out of it of sorts. And now Shayna Bazeler again with the ground and pound game. Look at these elbow strikes. Iyo Sky might very well get busted open as referee right there in position. Shoulders are down. Pinfall attempt. And Bazeler advances to the next round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. I would probably say not what the Kabuki Warriors were expecting tonight, but Shayna Bazeler picks up a big win for her career, certainly here on Raw. And now another matchup for the men's King of the Ring tournament. It is Dominik Mysterio, Dirty Dom, from the Judgment Day, getting an opportunity here tonight, a part of this tournament. This is going to be a good back and forth matchup, I believe, between Dominik and AJ Styles. And certainly Dominik's going to look to send a message to AJ Styles and saying, hey, you should have joined the group. You should have joined the Judgment Day. And I mean, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, JD McDonough, any of those guys could have easily, I would say, gotten this opportunity. But William Regal picked Dominik Mysterio, a man that is looking to obviously still showcase what has brought him to WWE. Obviously, he came to WWE with his father, ultimately turned his back on his father, joined up with the Judgment Day, and still learning with the Judgment Day. But this kid, you hate to say it, but this kid has so much potential. And tonight he gets that one-on-one matchup with one of the better superstars here in Universe Mode's history, that being the phenomenal AJ Styles. Dominik has to be very careful when he's in the ring with AJ Styles. You got the calf killer, you got the phenomenal forearm, the Styles clash. There's so much AJ Styles can beat you with in this ring. So Mysterio is going to have to bring his A game to walk out victorious. Earlier on tonight, we saw Ilja Dragunov defeat Shinsuke Nakamura in a matchup that you could honestly call was an upset of sorts. As now here comes the leader of the OC, the phenomenal AJ Styles. He was the first and only Monday Night Raw superstar that was officially announced for the King of the Ring side of things on Monday Night Raw. And this guy, like we said, he's done quite a bit here in Universe Mode. Former Universal Champion, former WWE Champion, former United States Champion. So a lot of things AJ Styles has done here in series history. He's done quite a bit, and he's only gotten better. And a lot of people believe that, Styles is still honestly in his prime. He has accomplished a lot here in WWE. And could you imagine AJ Styles being known as King Styles, King AJ? But it won't be easy. He's going to have to go through a Judgment Day member to get what he wants, and that is get himself a guaranteed spot at SummerSlam and challenge for that championship. And that very well could be another showdown between AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. But here we go. Dominik Mysterio and AJ Styles. Let's see how it goes down here. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. This is your co-main event of the evening. We have a massive match in your main event, as it will be Penta making his Raw debut tonight. So he takes on Andrade. Andrade obviously not too happy with the debut of Penta, and he took it to Penta. And we don't know how Penta is really dealing with everything, if he's going to even be close to 100%. As a nice neck breaker there from the Phenomenal One. As there you go, nice knee strike there from AJ Styles. And imagine if Dirty Dom could get himself a King of the Ring win. I don't think we would hear the last of it if Dirty Dom walked out victorious. Pinfall opportunity, hook of that leg, but a strong kick out at 1. And like I said, Dominik's going to have to be near perfect in this matchup against Dirty Dom, because this is the type of matchup that, it's gonna take a lot for Mr. Dominik Mysterio to beat a man very established like AJ Styles that has been in this business for a very, very long time. Off of that, Mysterio with a big reversal there. And now going to go with the springboard crossbody. There you go. Here comes Dominik. Could be picking up a massive, massive win. This is the first Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. All sorts of big matches coming your way. I can only imagine what the future's going to look like here on Monday Night Raw. Who is going to lead the brand into bigger and better heights as Styles with a big back suplex, turning Mysterio inside out. And now here comes those vicious kicks from AJ Styles. But again, Mysterio, he's taking it like a champ here. And he takes down Mr. AJ Styles. Big reversal from Styles. Back and forth we go. Styles now going to go for a calf killer, but there is a rope break saving himself in this matchup so far. Styles now going to look to put away Dominik Mysterio, looking for the Styles clash. Down goes Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, AJ Styles makes light work of the Judgment Day tonight. Styles is joining Ilja Dragunov and going to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Big win for the Phenomenal One, live here on Netflix. Anyway, Finn Balor, AJ Styles was trying to taunt with the crowd, celebrate his win, but now Finn Balor taking an exception that Dominik Mysterio just lost in the Judgment Day, and now Finn Balor taking it to AJ Styles here. So right there, stomping right on the shoulder blade. Certainly that ain't gonna be feeling too well. So drop kick there, but now Styles now with his own kicks and punches here. Back and forth we go. Styles has him up. Down goes Balor, dropping him right on his head here. This ain't gonna end well. Styles now with the phenomenal form. No, he misses. And now Balor gonna look to capitalize. Balor, 19-16 there to AJ Styles, and now he's in the landing zone. Finn Balor with a coup de grace to AJ Styles, and now again Balor just super excited, running the ropes, and now back up top for another coup de grace, laying out AJ Styles again. Something about Finn Balor just loves taking it to AJ Styles. And again, getting the upper hand over AJ. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here, live on Raw. It is time for Andrade to take on Penta. Like we saw last night at Fastlane, we saw the live debut of Penta. He was brought out by William Regal, saying he's one of the better luchadors in the history of Lucha Libre. And, well, something snapped in Andrade. We have not officially heard from Andrade on what exactly, why he did what he did, but I think most of us can come to the conclusion of what exactly why Andrade came out there. I mean, Andrade hasn't been used too many times. He's been used a handful of times here on Monday Night Raw since being drafted here. Hasn't been able to pick up some wins here and there, and what better way to send a message to a newbie that's supposed to be the best of the best Lucha Libre out there. Than to attack him from behind. Andrade, I mean, he was respected by the fans, liked by the fans, but doing what he did was not only shocking, but disappointing to a lot of fans and a lot of people in the back. But Andrade, he wants that moment. He wants the moment in the spotlight. Well, Andrade, you're getting it right here, right now, live in the main event of the first ever Raw on Netflix. What better way to showcase, you want more time on Raw? You want more matches on Raw? Well, here you go. You get your match in the main event of Netflix. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is your newest signing of the Monday Night Raw roster, Penta. The other new signing to Monday Night Raw was the Motor City Machine Guns, and they walked out with the World Tag Team Championships. Tonight, Penta gets the main event, the first Monday Night Raw of Netflix. How huge is that of a new signing being able to do that? Definitely throws a lot of pressure in the way of Penta, but how Mr. Penta is, zero miedo, no fear. And for Penta, he has no fear in main eventing a massive Monday Night Raw, the first ever Raw on Netflix, streaming over hundreds of millions of fans watching. So no fear, no pressure whatsoever for Mr. Penta here tonight. This is the type of lucha libre match that we all want to see coming out here tonight, live in your main event, Penta versus Andrade. And look at Andrade, he has not stopped eyeing Penta ever since he's come out here. Here we go. Man, as the referee has officially rung the bell, let's see how it fares in the first ever matchup here on Netflix as a springboard dropkick takes down Penta here early on. And what Penta mentioned, he's had all sorts of different matches, different types of death matches, ones that really put your body in a bad situation. He has faced the best of the best, big stipulation matches, you name it. He has done it. But this is a whole different ball game, and he sounds like he's very excited to join Monday Night Raw and plans on showing everybody here in WWE what he is capable of, and we'll see what type of lucha libre style he's going to be bringing to WWE as a big spear takes down Penta to the outside. And now we're already going to get ourselves maybe extreme here. Because, oh my goodness, what a clubbing blow. Almost like a cheap shot of sorts here on Monday Night Raw. And right into the barricade. Absolutely brutal. And this is where Penta has to be very careful, taking on a veteran like Andrade, who has done a lot of things in his WWE career. Especially on SmackDown was his kind of breakout show for him. Now Andrade gonna look to inflict some more pain on Penta with some good old-fashioned snake eyes. And oh, look at this. Look at Andrade sending a message to Penta early on. This crowd is not too happy with how it is going so far for Penta. Andrade taking Penta to the woodshed. But now Penta trying to fight back, trying to really figure himself out. He's not going to be 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Even if he were to say he is, he's definitely not 100%. A big moonsault there. Is that enough? No, it will not be. Still plenty left in the tank of Andrade. Is now, looks like Penta is trying to fire himself up here. What is he thinking? Oh, goodness. What a backbreaker. Almost like a backstabber type of maneuver. And now Penta with the, I guess you could say, with the momentum currently. The keys are in the ignition. He is looking to forward this matchup. Go to 0 to 100 real quick. Is now Penta springboard cross body. Things are starting to heat up here, ladies and gentlemen. Can Penta continue where he's going? Misses the Enziguri, but he does reverse it enough. And now, Andrade. Penta driver! Penta driver out of nowhere. Is this it? 2, 3. Penta out of nowhere, dropping Andrade. And that shows you how quickly Penta can defeat his opponent just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Penta, welcome to Monday Night Raw, and congratulations with your first win on Netflix. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have saved the best for last. Your first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, Asuka, is in the building, and she is going to address her Intercontinental Championship win last night. What a match it was. Congratulations to Asuka. And like I said before, she is going to bring so much to that Intercontinental Championship. There's going to be so many big names eyeing for that championship, and I can't wait to see how it is all going to turn out, ladies and gentlemen. Asuka, one of the best to ever do it, winning championships on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, does not matter. Asuka has done so much. And certainly being also a former Miss Money in the Bank, turned into a Miss, or I guess from Miss Money in the Bank to the World Heavyweight Championship for the women's division. So, like I'm saying, it is a lot to really digest, ladies and gentlemen. As, what the hell? That's Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez. She's a part of that fatal 4-way matchup. Asuka doesn't even know it. Asuka doesn't even know it, and gets hit with a devastating clothesline. And Raquel Rodriguez coming out here and gonna look to send a message to her right on the Intercontinental Championship. Doesn't that sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Or exactly what Bronson Reed did just hours ago live there at Fastlane. Raquel Rodriguez must believe that she should have been the one that should have walked out with the championship, and now just beating down Asuka with her own championship. And look at Raquel Rodriguez. She is snapped. She is looking to send a message to Asuka here. Our camera view can't really get the biggest of things at this moment, but we were scheduled just to hear from Asuka here. And ladies and gentlemen, we are not gonna get that here. As again, that's toying with Asuka here. At least Raquel was nice enough to put the championship back in the ring, but guarantee you it was not going to be nice enough about what Raquel Rodriguez is about to do to our Intercontinental Champion. Oh my goodness, that hard Irish whip. And you know, there's women going to be jealous of what, you know, certain champions, especially the first ever championship, but to do it the way that Raquel Rodriguez is doing it, damn it, there's just no reason why Raquel Rodriguez has to do this. Message being sent live here to end Monday Night Raw. Raquel Rodriguez seems like she is coming after that Intercontinental Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And Asuka may have found her first opponent for the Intercontinental Championship. And now, again right there, all she had to do was stay down, was Asuka. But ladies and gentlemen, we have run out of time here. And it's unfortunate it had to end like this, as Raquel Rodriguez beating the living snot out of the newest Intercontinental Champion.